Rumor has it, the Olympus E-M5 Mark III is coming imminently. So I think it is time to look back at this classic beauty, the Olympus E-M5 Mark II.
Paralyzed, like no disguise, no shame. Paradise, the grandest prize, no game.
So here it is. This is the Olympus OMD E-M5 Mark II, which was launched in 2015. So it's, what, about 4-year-old. So it's a little bit long in the tooth. But the reason why this thing's still here and still selling is because how good it is as a photographer tool. But even for video, it's not shy either, because I actually bought the original Mark I back in 2012 and I was super impressed with it and I loved that camera to bits. But when this camera was announced, I literally just jumped on it without having to think too much, because it's already have the photographic capabilities that I really wanted, but it added a lot of the video features that for me at the time, as a, I wouldn't even say amateur, but just a guy who just like to take photos for the family, videos, this thing should fit the bill perfectly, because it has a lot of things going and a lot of things that I believe is beneficial for my needs. First of all is the stabilization. It has the brilliant 5-axis stabilization for video, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, I did a very short test with my family at the time, and I was sitting on a train and then just having this video going, just running through the entire loop, and it's actually pretty good. And also the color just stunning, but as a default, you know, I didn't have to do anything to it, and it just works well as a family camera, which I always considered the E-M5 was at the time, until obviously I used this on a couple of weddings as a second camera, and before I switched to Olympus E-M1 Mark II, this was the camera kind of drove me to it. So I think it's a pretty awesome camera. Olympus knows the importance of the E-M5 line of cameras because, yes, it's super popular, it's selling like hotcakes since the beginning. As much as I love the Mark II, I do have a wish list for the Mark III, and I hope Olympus is listening. Wish number 1. Autofocus. Well, yeah, everybody talks about autofocus these days, and myself included, because I work in a very demanding environment, and even though I use the E-M5 as my travel camera, but yeah, autofocus is still very important. So what I would like to see is that to have a better AF system overall with more focusing points that covers the entire frame. If I can have the face detect as well, which is actually going to be awesome, not just contrast detect. So yeah, that would be cool. And also maybe an upgraded version for face and eye detection as well. I know it already has one which is actually pretty effective, but if I can see one that is dramatically improved version of it, and that would be quite cool as well.
Wish number 2 is the sensor. I would like to see a new sensor, please, Olympus. And this 16 megapixel sensor is a little bit old, and maybe a 20 megapixel backside illuminated would be quite good for low light shooting. And yeah, 20, maybe even 24 megapixel, please.
Quadra! Wish number 3, build quality. I want this to kill someone as a weapon. Better weather sealing, so yeah, I can go and dunk in the water as well, just like E-M1X. Number 4, stronger IBIS, so my granddad can still take a sharp shot. Oh. Number 5, EVF. Kimmy, what do you think?
Oh man, what this kind of EVF is this? Is not even not clear. I can't see anything. No man, come on, I can't even see in this thing, man. I can't even see the grass. I need high-res stuff, man. High-res, you know what I mean? Oh, what man, look at that, it's only 1 card slot, man. Come on, it's not Pro, man. Look at all Pro, you need 2 card slot minimum. Two, man. This is pathetic, man. Come on.
Number 7, battery life. Yes, you should have a bigger battery so it lasts longer. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna turn into her. And I might as well recharge myself and get some sunshine now.
Holy man, come on. This thing doesn't even do 4K, it's 1080. Who shoots 1080 these days, man? 4K, 422, 10 bits. Oh, come on. This is man, piece of junk.
Number 9, for you video people out there, headphone jack please. Number 10, slow-mo for cinematic stuff. Number 11, log file please on the video side so we can, yeah, grade the footage properly.
I know I'm hard to love.
Oh, yeah, baby. Come on, baby. Oh,
Sometimes you hurt too much.
Come on.
I know I'm hard to love.
Oh no, I need USB-C charging, man. This is right. So this was our wish list for the forthcoming Mark III. Let us know your thoughts and what sort of thing you would like to see in the new camera coming this fall. And I know, yeah, it could be a long one, but yeah, let's share it and let's have a talk about it in the comments down below. So how would I rate the Mark II after all this time? Well, I would give it 4.5 out of 5. Unlike most of the older cameras, and as you can kind of guess these days, that most of the new releases, they will have to cater for 2 types of people: photographers and videographers or filmmakers. So it's quite difficult this is just to judge on one side of it. So the half a point deduction is mainly from the video feature side of it, because this thing is a little bit aging in terms of technology wise. Yeah, it's just only 1080s, no 4K slow-mo and that sort of thing. So, as a photographic tool though, however, I still stand by my original remark saying this is as capable as ever, even with 16 megapixels. So I think it's great. I think it's good. So if you use it only for photography, this is still worth getting even in 2019. But if you're shooting both video and stills, I think it may be worthwhile thinking about a new camera. And so definitely not something that I would look for as a hybrid photographer these days, shooting both stills and films. Yeah, anyway, I still think this is a classic, remains a classic. I'm hoping the Mark III is going to be revolutionary, also has the longevity like the Mark II has enjoyed over the last 4 years. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I have to say special thanks to Kimmy, who made a special appearance for this episode because he loves the E-M5 Mark II. Not. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel by enabling the bell notification as well, so you know when our new video is coming out. So until next time, stay tuned for more and see you then. Bye. Am I supposed to talk? So I think it is time. Don't put that in, yeah? Don't put, not even a blooper, man. I think, come on, what's wrong with my mouth today? I caught you. I got great footwork, man. So how quick I was. It still remains on the catalogue and still being one of the most popular cameras on the Olympus lineup. I still get a lot of, I said still for about like 10 times. I've set this Mark II as a benchmark for the forthcoming cameras and see what sort of thing we would like to see in the new thing. What should I say again? I do have a wish. My. Yeah. Yep, good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video we just saw.